discuss. So, he's actually a little fast for his size. So my Hawk can do his scoop loop combo against him. One thing I like to discuss is that that he is a little bulkier, a little slower, but what makes him good is the ground he can cover from like dash attacks and heavy guard breaks. And he does a lot of damage. He is a fucking monster. If he lands one hit, say goodbye to like half your health. Seriously, that's not even like a skilled combo. That's just like mashing square. It's crazy. Alright, so one thing to note is, one thing to get used to while you're doing Brilliant Punk or finishing off with the auto special is mash the special input. Do it. Because then you generate, what it does is that it gives you an additional 2 hits from the special movement, and it's kind of like automatically built into the final hit. So typically, if I do this, then it only does like 3 hits, right? Well, if I do it towards the end with the special movement, then I get 5 hits. Like so. Now, you may think that's not very good, but every little bit of damage counts and allows you to combo from your ultimate whilst you have it active. So, if I do it also just like mashing square, then it adds in more hits as well. And what's also good about that variant too is that I like to typically follow up with a heavy guard break just because of how much ground it covers, because it pulls them forward ahead so damn far. Like, look how far that is. Like, that still hit him. And I was like far away as a motherfucker. I rarely ever use the light guard break. Rarely do I ever do. Only against the computer I use a lot, so, because I know the computer's not the best. His jumping attack sucks. Either way, it really sucks. He cannot do his special movement out of the air, so you're basically kind of screwed in that sense. And his special movement's kind of nice to kind of get in, as it is a little on the fast side. Does little to no damage, but of course, as I was talking earlier, it really shines when you're doing Brilliant Punk or the auto special finish. Alright. So let's get into his supers, because I'm pretty sure you can find out the basics on your own, how kind of mediocre the melee damage is. So his Diamond Fist is pretty good for getting against Logia users and hockey users, because if per se like Smoker were to use his Logia guard against me, bam, it hits him out of it, and it puts him kind of like when they use a guard break against the Logia guard. It acts like that in a sense, and it does an insanely amount of damage. No, 50%, but I will do that as an ender instead of Brilliant Punk if I'm doing a dash attack. Because the way the dash attack works is it kind of like counts as, like you get 2 hard knockdown hits in the same combo. So like, if I was doing this, I can do this. However, if I try to do it from a dash attack, then it will not count, because he will fall after the second hit. And then I'm back turned, and then I basically get butt raped if that person is per se a Mihawk or Blackbeard, because you do not want your back turned against those characters. You do not. Alright, so his unique attack is kind of like this somewhat quick jab, and does good damage. Oh, overall, it's only really good if you do like a area attack, which he punches the ground and launches the opponent in the air with said attack. So, like, jab, jab, area attack. But even then, they just kind of fall easy, and you just do that to really cap it off. So yeah, it doesn't do much, but it's a good way to pop off someone. Plus, note about the area attack. If you do it in a combo, it doesn't launch nearly as high as you would do it just raw. So this is the combo. In which case you would just do Diamond Fist for basically maximum damage. But if you do it raw, if your opponent's an idiot and landed right into it, it launches them extremely high. Oh well. But in any case, he does have a wall combo that I won't be showing because there's very little times, unless you're playing against a computer for like Pirate Raid or some shit, and you'll never really get it off anyway. So, alright, so essentially the combos you'll need to learn is 3 of them. So, jab, 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 jab. You need to get used to that a lot, because you'll be using that to hit your opponent out of their Logia guard, as people do tend to run not only Luffy, but they tend to run the Smoker package if they don't, so just to counteract Luffy, you know what I mean? And it's really good against Crocodile too, because Crocodile is really obnoxious with it. Although it's only good against Marco if he doesn't see it coming. If Marco sees it coming, he's going to block it all day, and then you get fucked. But against Marco, if you land a couple hits in, just do that. You'll knock him away, and then he has to try to recover his health. So just recover off. So his options: dash attack, jab, 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 Diamond Fist, boop. Nearly half health. I say that's pretty close. And then if you don't do a dash attack and you're able to land some hits in, jab, 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 Brilliant Punk. And then with the special movement. And then if you wait long enough, they will wake up into the heavy guard break. And that does about like, what is it, like 80% if you land the whole thing. For some reason I'm not getting it, I don't know why, but alright. So very rarely you'll do the area attack one, but sometimes they won't see it coming, so bap, bap, area attack, bap. I mean, you could get a little fancy. Let's see if this does more damage. Oh wait, come on. Nope. Okay, so that move is like garbage. Oh, okay, it does have range. Okay. So I guess, yeah. It's kind of like a better version of Blackbeard's uppercut, where it doesn't take nearly as long to do it. So, alright, now let's talk about his burning state. So while he's awakened, you'll see that his arm is completely covered in diamond. So he will get free Logia on some of his attacks, and some of his attacks will gain invincibility. Although it's not best to really use it against per se like characters with Haki on them, because otherwise they'll just hit you out of it. So, but what I like to do is, if I ever get the chance to use this on an online match, is jab, 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 like we discussed earlier. And this is where those hits come in, because then you mash it in, you hit him, and that should be a guaranteed kill. Fairly simple, just gotta mash it in. Oh wow, that didn't kill. Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, it's a little goofy on some characters, so let me try that again. Maybe I'm just not getting it. Alright. So, brap, 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 special movement. Brap. Alright. So, does a lot of damage, but unfortunately, see, there's the kill right there. So, unfortunately, the ultimate itself isn't really that great, because he charges in like a dash attack, but it's a really shitty one, so they'll see it coming from like hundreds of yards away, and you just get fucked. It's only good inside combos, so it's kind of like your cash out option. But yeah, it's really good. But his Diamond Jozu, I'm guilty of myself of not using. But if they try to hit you, like per se like a dash attack, you can do that, and then they will go into like a kind of like a hit stun state. So then you can kind of cap off with this. Alright, hold on, let me see if I can turn it on. There you go. Oop. There we go. See like how he goes in like a hit stun? Okay, so apparently that's not working. But yeah. So let's make him stand for me again. So I don't use that move really too much because it's not really that useful. But I guess note that it is there. So like, if they're guarding, you can do jab, jab, that, just to kind of check them, if you may. Because if you do that on block, it's actually minus on block, and then they can punish you accordingly. And this on block isn't the greatest. The only thing it really has going for it is the pushback. Let's see if I can get him to guard. Guard. Thank you. So, yeah, it takes a really long time to recover from it. So most people will be able to hit you out of it, like, per se, Time Skip Luffy, not Smoker, he'll never hit you out of that, which makes it really good against him. But the faster characters like Marco will always hit you out of it. Nice thing to note about the what is it they call it? The Brilliant Punk, is that it actually crosses up the opponent. So if you do it a couple times, like the first two will cross up, while the third one just knocks him back, and it will always push back. So if they're not holding block, then they're basically, you're going to get a free hit confirm out of it. And his dash attack is really good because it hits really far. Like, see how it covers like nearly half the screen? Like, even then, like, the range on that thing is absurd. And it doesn't really take that long to really charge it either. His heavy guard break covers a lot of distance. Like, boom! And that's like a quarter of your health every damn time. So, do use those a lot, because heavy guard breaks track in this game. So, their options are really just to really take the hit or unity assist into the other character. So, let's see. I'm gonna get you to stop guarding, buddy. Oops, that's not it. There we go. So, in terms of like his unity chains, you can chain off of the Brilliant Punk. So, and then you can go into that. Let me get back into you, boy. All right, so let me see. You cannot chain off that. So, literally, the only things you can really chain off is his Brilliant Punk and his Heavy Guard Break, but they're good enough anyways, so that's really good to know. So I think this goes for a lot of damage. Oops, my bad. Oop, oop. Ah, shit. Come on, boy. Oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, so the raw Brilliant Punk can be unity chained, but not the comboed one. Maybe it's because I'm just holding the hits? Okay, so if you hold the hits, then you can can't unity chain it, but if you do hold the hits, then you can't. So, little thing to note. If you're going to unity chain, you might as well make it worth your while, like per se a Kainu, or that like Smoker, because Smoker's his Seed Triton that he carries around has Seed Prism Stone, so that inadvertently, like if you're facing a fellow Jozu, it shuts them off from their Logia Guard that he has. One thing to note, while he has this mode, he has increased speed, increased damage, and his melee attacks actually increase in speed too, but not too much on the damage side. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful to you in terms of Jozu. Very strong character, although in a trade-off for his strength, he's very easy to hit, and not only that, but he's kind of susceptible to Luffy and Mihawk in terms of being baited out of everything. So just keep in mind when you're playing online and ranked. So other than that, have fun with this character. Alright, see you guys later. On to Crocodile.